Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel where we talk about all things Facebook ads. My name is Sydney and today I can finally talk to you guys about how Business Suite is basically the Business Manager 2.0. I've made lots of videos about it in the past saying that lots of settings were being rolled out, that Business Suite was basically like Business Manager but under construction. Some accounts had access to all of the features and some of them are still going back to Business Manager. But today, I can confidently say it is basically Business Manager 2.0. So basically what I want to do today with you guys is just go through all of the different features, how you're going to access everything, how to make sure that it's properly organized, some caveats and things you should keep in mind when you're walking through your Business Suite, how to use it, and basically everything that I'm using it for in order to manage our clients. So previously, if we wanted to get to Business Manager to access all of the different settings that we have essentially right here, we would need to go back into Business Manager from Business Suite. And you need to go to the bottom left, press the help, and then go to Business Manager, and that would open up a new window. And then you would get to a place that looks like this. Now, this is Business Manager settings. And this is the Business Suite settings. The main difference is that this kind of looks more modern. There's a blue background. It's kind of fades into like a purplish-y white. It's blue over here. The text is bolded. It looks a little bit more modern, whereas the old Business Manager settings kind of looks old school. It's just white, gray, a little less fun. So that's the main way you can distinguish between Business Suite, which is the new, fun, improved version, and Business Manager is the old one. Previously, I recommended that anytime you wanted to organize your Business Manager or add different assets or add different people into your Business Manager to give them access to the Facebook page, ad account, Instagram accounts, or anything else, you would need to do it through your Business Manager settings because that just wasn't available in Business Suite before. But now we can actually do it all through Business Suite. Now you'll see here at the top, it says Business Portfolio. That's the first thing I want to go over. And if we use this drop down under the bed Business Suite, this is going to show you all of the different business portfolios. So business portfolio is basically different business managers. But I like to think of it as a portfolio. So I'm not sure if you remember being in primary school, you would make like an art portfolio. And there was lots of different things that you could add into your art portfolio that usually would entail different like seasons that you went through with school. So there would be like a portfolio section or folder for like Halloween and then Christmas, and all of your different art stuff would go inside of there. That's kind of how I remember it. And so every portfolio is kind of like a folder. Think of like a big folder. And then in that folder, there's different sections. So this is where it becomes a little bit different than Business Manager because it's viewed a little bit differently, just the way the business portfolios work. So under this business portfolio, Vertex Marketing Agency, let's say, is one of them. That's like a business manager / business portfolio. We can call it the same thing. And then you can see the different assets that we have access to. And each one of these has a Facebook and Instagram page. Business Suite's idea, or the reason that it's there, is to simplify the way you can manage your Facebook and Instagram page. So there's like a business portfolio, and then a Facebook and Instagram page get connected together through settings, and then they get added to a portfolio so it's easier to manage. And so you can see that, these different Facebook pages all have a Facebook and Instagram page, because once I click on that, I have access through my Business Manager to these different businesses on Facebook. I'm not sure if that's confusing, but essentially you can have different folders within your portfolio, and those are just different businesses that you can get access to. We'll dive a little bit more into how to add people in there. Now, each business or each portfolio has access to a ton of different tools. And previously, we need to go to Business Manager in order to see all of the different tools that we had access to. So if you remember being in here, top left, we got all tools, and then there's all of these different tools inside of here. Not all of these tools were rolled out inside of Business Suite, but now they actually are. So if I go to my all tools section, all of the different tools that I have access to are going to be available here. And the ones that open up into a new window are essentially just different subdomains that Facebook uses to have these different apps. They're basically their own apps in themselves, and they have a ton of different software that are being used for them. Whereas the ones that don't really open up into anything else are kind of like, I guess, more native to the Business Suite. And I think more and more this is going to be like not going to be available anymore. They're all just going to be inside of the business suite options. And my prediction is actually that business manager is going to be going away. It's going to be like discontinued, as are a lot of the features inside of the targeting. So if you go inside of ads manager and you see that big red bar at the top, that's usually because it's been discontinued. And I think business manager in the future is just going to be over and it's all going to be inside of business suite, but pretty much everything is here now. So these are the different tools that you can get access to within your business on Facebook. So just to give you an overview of what Business Suite is, and I have talked about this in other videos, but Business Suite is essentially a place where you can manage your Facebook and Instagram pages in one place. It makes it really simple for business owners to just go right to Business Suite and then look at your Facebook page and Instagram. You'll see at the top left, we have Facebook, Instagram, we have edit Facebook page, edit Instagram profile. And on the left-hand side here, you can manage all of the notifications for your Facebook and Instagram. You can see all the messages for your Facebook and Instagram. You can plan content. There's also this tab here about ads, and while you can launch ads and pay money to have your content on the platforms, I really would recommend using this ad feature here as a long-term ad solution and to instead actually go to Ads Manager, because you have access to way more features and it's much easier to manage over time. So it might be a little bit of a learning curve to use Ads Manager, but I would recommend that rather than using the ads inside of Business Suite. So this is what the kind of ads feature looks like inside of your business suite. It's a very simplified version. If you wanted to create an ad, you go to the top right over here, and you do have these simplified way of setting up your ads. And if you're just wanting to boost a post, if you just want to get more reach, then I would do that. If you're doing anything like lead forms or driving traffic to a landing page or hoping to get sales, I really would recommend using this feature and to instead go to Ads Manager. You can get to Ads Manager by going to All Tools, and you can search up Ads Manager. And that's going to open up into ads or business.facebook.com/ads manager or something like that, where it's basically its own little software. It is connected to your Facebook business, but I would use this and not the ad section here. Another tip here is to really make sure that you are logging into your business suite through a Facebook profile. Every business on Facebook has to be managed by someone. So it is going to be your personal profile that is related to a business manager, business portfolio. Again, those words are kind of interchangeable. And to not log in through Instagram. The way you can double check that is at the top right here. I'm at the ads place. Even if I go to the home section, you'll see at the top right here, there's a little Facebook icon and there's my face, because that's my Facebook profile. If this shows instead a little Instagram bubble, or you see your Instagram profile, that means you've logged in through Business Suite through your Instagram profile. It's really easy to make that mistake, because if I go to Meta Business Suite just on a different browser, I have the option here to log in through Facebook and to log in through Instagram. I have faced only issues with logging in through Instagram. Although you might be more familiar with the Instagram platform and just like your username and password, log in through Facebook, because I've had issues with like not being able to access certain features or just the view looking completely different when it's using Instagram. So make sure that you're logging in through Facebook, figure out your username and your password and log in through that way, because maybe this is just a bug currently, but recently I've had lots of issues with logging in through Instagram. So that is a huge tip. Make sure you're logging in through Instagram. All right, so now let's talk about actually organizing your business suite. It actually is still the same concept as organizing a business manager. Ideally, if you are a brand, you have a company, you work in-house, you want your one business manager or business portfolio, as you can see, business portfolio, to be the owner of all your different assets. And the different assets here are pages, like Facebook page, ad accounts, Instagram accounts. If you have a Shopify store, it could also be the catalogs, pixels, or data sets. Those are the same thing now. You want to make sure that your business is the owner of all of these different assets. In previous videos, I explained business manager or this business portfolio as being the house to your Facebook business. And every house has different rooms. And all these different rooms are the different assets that can be connected. When you are added as an admin or added as a user to this business, you get the front door access, and then you can actually get access to all the different assets, which are right over here, the different accounts. So ideally, in most situations, if you're a brand, you want your business portfolio to be the owner. So if I come over here and I go to pages, this business portfolio has access to a lot of different things, but as you can see, a lot of different assets, all these different pages, but you can see that we've just been added as users. Let's say this one right over here, it says Lead Master owns this. Swift Fix Solutions owns this. Because we've just been added to these different assets, but there's actual real owners of that business, of those Facebook pages and different assets. So the way that you can make sure that you own, or that your business portfolio owns these assets to have it properly organized, is you go to your pages or whatever different asset here, you press it, and then it should say owned by, and you can see this says Vertex Marketing Agency. It says the primary business page. Okay, so if you're an agency or if you're getting access to someone else's business portfolio and your own that you're in currently doesn't have a primary page, you're gonna run into a bunch of errors. So a business portfolio needs to know what the main assets are, and then you can get access to other ones after, but it needs to know what those primary ones are so it can be properly organized, right? If I go to ad accounts and I search up Vertex Marketing Agency, that is our ad account, and you can see owned by Vertex Marketing Agency. That's what you want yours to say. If this doesn't say owned by and then the business name, that is your business portfolio, you either need to contact the person that owned it previously and either remove it from there and add it to yours, but ad accounts can't actually do that, only like Facebook pages and Instagram accounts. So for an ad account, I just say start a new ad account because you want it to be owned by this business portfolio. Alternatively, if you don't see it inside of this one, it's possible that you or maybe your partner or someone else has created a different business portfolio by accident, because they can basically be created automatically once you sign in here for the first time. So you're gonna wanna choose the drop down and see what other business portfolios do you have access to, and is that page a part of it? Usually that I say that for pages because usually that does happen with Facebook pages where it's somewhere else. And what you can do for that, just as a quick solution, essentially you want to make sure, let's say it's part of a different business portfolio currently, and you want to add it to your own as a primary page because you need to own it, okay? So your company A, you want page A to be a part of it, but right now it's owned by company B. You're going to want to add someone from your company as a user through the front end of Facebook. So you're actually going to go to the front end of the Facebook page, or maybe the other company is going to go to the front end of the Facebook page, add you as an admin to the front end, not in here. You're going to go right to the front end of that Facebook page. They're going to add you as an admin so that you can now take control of it. You're telling Facebook, hey, like, I'm going to be removing it, but I want you to know that I need access to this first. All right. So once they add you as admin to the front end of the Facebook page, what you can then do is in company B's business portfolio is press remove. You're just going to remove the page. So you're saying, hey, this is not my page. We don't want to manage this anymore. Remove it from your business. And then once it's kind of floating in space, since you're an admin from the front end, you can then add it to your own business portfolio so that you can get access to it as a primary page, or add it, so that you can become the owner. All right. So it actually is a pretty simple fix, but don't forget to add that person as an admin to the front end of the Facebook page first. Otherwise, it kind of just floats in space. Facebook's like, hey, I don't know who the owner of this is. No, you can't add it in because you don't have permissions to, and then you have to contact support and go through this whole verification process, which takes a long time. All right. So the first step is make sure that you add them as an admin to the front end page before. All right. So you want to make sure that you have all of your different assets under the accounts here, and it is owned by you. Now, let's say you want to add someone, let's say you have a social media manager. All they're going to do is manage the front end Facebook page. They're going to post on socials. There's two ways you can do that. You can either go directly to the Facebook page and add them as a user. That's one option, but this kind of bypasses this system here. Or what you can do is go to the People's tab, invite people. So let me just go like email.com email. Okay. You add their email in here, and this can either be a business email that they can get access and just see the email with, or their personal email. Doesn't necessarily have to be what's related to their Facebook profile, because they're just getting the invite and then they're gonna be logging in through Facebook. So just add their email in here, doesn't matter what email. And then you can assign what kind of access they're gonna have, and then the assets they're going to have access to. So let's say you only want them to manage a Facebook and Instagram page. You could just choose a Facebook and Instagram page, or if they're only gonna manage the ad account, just choose the ad account. Let's say we go demo and you go manage ad account. If they're just doing an audit, maybe just view performance, they can do that. But when you add someone to an ad account, you also need to add them to the Facebook page so that they can select that page inside of Ads Manager. So if they're doing ads, let's say, you need the ad account and the Facebook and Instagram page. So to recap, you add the person to your business portfolio, or to the business manager basically, and then you can assign what type of access they have. Is it full access or just partial access? And then the assets that they're going to have access to. All right. Now, often what I get as YouTube comments, and I get emails from this, and I hop on calls with people all the time, is that when they log in here, they don't see the same settings. Maybe they only see people, there's no partners or system users. Maybe there's only, the Facebook page here. And that's probably because that person doesn't have full access to the business manager. So like the process I just showed you of only adding them to the Facebook or Instagram or the ad account, that's the only thing that they can see in here. So if you're running into that issue, go back to the peoples and make sure they have either full control so they can see all of it, and make sure that they've logged in through Facebook, not through Instagram, because I find that they also lose access to features in that way too. All right, so I just showed you the process of adding someone to your business. Let's say you're hiring in-house or even an agency and you need help with it. You're gonna add them through the people section. Alternatively, if you're going B2B, so you're one business and you've hired an agency or you've hired social media managers, you may also be able to add them as a partner. And I usually find that's the best case when two businesses know what they're doing on Facebook. So if you're hiring like a consultant that's gonna help you organize everything here, you're gonna need to add them as a person where they have full access, like they're basically a part of your team. But a partner would basically just be connecting two business managers together, and they get access to different assets, but they can't make real changes within your business portfolio or your business manager. So I'm going to use partners if I'm working with a client that I already know. I've hopped on a call with them. I know that their business manager or their business suite or portfolio is set up correctly. But if I don't, then I actually might need to get added as an admin through my email into their people tab. Okay. Partners, when you add a business as a partner, again, that's business to business. So you're going to need to add their business ID. So you give a partner access to your assets, and you need your partner business ID. Now, there's a few ways of finding that in the URL of your business suite, or if you're in Business Manager as well, it goes .com, business_ID, and then there's a long trail of numbers. That's your business ID. And if you're having a hard time finding it inside of the URL, you can also, once you're in the business suite or business portfolio settings, which is at this little settings tab, we've been in here the entire time. You can go business portfolio info at the top, and then you can see business portfolio ID, and that's the same number that is in the URL as long as you're inside the right business portfolio. So this is where like words are being kind of changed and rolled out, I guess, because business portfolio ID. And then over here we have partner business ID. So it used to be called business IDs or business managers, but they're changing the name from business manager to business portfolio. So I'm sure this eventually is going to say enter partner portfolio ID, because that's kind of what it is, because under our info tab, we're seeing business portfolio ID. Not a huge deal. I think that portfolio is the new word, and it used to be business manager or business ID. So Just something to keep in mind there. That might be a little bit different if you're watching this in a few months from now. So that really concludes this entire video. Really just to recap, we don't really need to be going inside of Business Manager anymore. All we need to do is go to Business Suite. It is still important to make sure that your Business Suite is set up correctly, in that inside of your Business Suite settings, which now looks the exact same way that Business Manager used to. It just looks like kind of more fun, modern. There's colors in it. You do want to make sure that it is organized properly, in that your business portfolio, which you can double check at the top here, that's the name, and you have your business portfolio, is the owner of all of the different assets that you have here. These are kind of like little different folders inside of your business portfolio. If you don't currently own them, it may be part of a different business portfolio. All right. And then finally, it is really important that you do actually connect your Facebook and Instagram page together. That's what's going to allow you to manage both of them in the same spot here. So you actually have to go to the front end of your Instagram profile, go edit profile, or it's going to be a page, edit page, edit profile. And then you're gonna claim the Facebook page. And so that's how you're telling Facebook, this is my Instagram page, this is my business page. Whatever they're being shown in, they are connected together. All right, so you do need to do that in order to see both of them here. And that is also going to allow you to cross post between Facebook and Instagram. But yeah, we don't need to go inside of Business Manager anymore. It's pretty much all inside of Business Suite. I'm really happy to say that. It's been rolling out over the past couple of years, and it's been really confusing. I hop on calls with my clients who book a 1 hour session with me to organize everything, and sometimes it'll look different, sometimes it'll look like this, sometimes it'll look like that. But now it's all looking pretty concise. I'm sure there's gonna be new features rolled out very, very soon. Even my ads manager looks slightly different, but that is how you organize your business suite. We can basically say bye to Business Manager. Hopefully that simplifies everything. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. And if you are looking for one-on-one help to organize your business suite, drop a comment and I can send you the link in order to book a time with me. That is it. Hope you learned something. If you did, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.